Hi guys, my name is Katie Gray and I'm going to start by telling you a little bit about myself. So, me, myself, and I absolutely love my cat Zoe. She's a calico that I adopted about 3 years ago. I enjoy running, doing puzzles, and water sports, and I just got engaged to Cole at the end of June in Key West, Florida. Me, myself, and I Education Edition. I grew up in Norwalk, Connecticut, moved to Kansas right before high school, and went to Bishop Miege High School. Graduated with my undergrad in secondary education and history from Pittsburgh State University, and I am currently getting my master's in administration at Fort Hays State University. After I graduated from Pitt, I moved to Omaha for a year, and I was a middle school office secretary in a town called Fremont, Nebraska. And then once I got my job at Mill Creek Middle School, which is in the DeSoto School District, I moved back to Kansas and I was their seventh grade Pathways teacher. Pathways is a core class and it focuses on career choice, career exploration, and life skills. And it's you take it 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And the first year I was a teacher, it was also the first year as a class, so that was exciting and also challenging. And then my second year, I was an 8th grade Pathways teacher. And then next year, I will get to be a social studies teacher, which is what I went to school to be. So I'm very excited about that. I've been all over the place at Mill Creek. I am also the Mill Creek cheer squad's coach. It's my second year doing that. I'm a member of our district's innovation team. Basically, what that is we went 1-to-1 last year for the first time, which was really great timing given the whole pandemic. But basically, what it is a group of teachers, all different grade levels, all different buildings, all different subjects. We get together and come up with different lessons and ways for teachers to integrate technology in their classroom, because that was a big complaint that we were getting about the 1-to-1. I'm also a member of our building's leadership team, and I was the Horizon Award nominee for when I was a first year teacher. So now I'm going to talk about strategies to develop a collaborative professional cultural that focuses on improvement, retention, learning, and well-being. So improvement, we have to have supervision, evaluation, and a positive school culture. To focus a little bit on evaluation, avoid relying on student test results. We know we're all teachers. We know that we cannot solely tell how good a teacher is or where a teacher needs improvement based on test scores. And we need to avoid that rubber stamp evaluations. I really liked the way they phrased that. Up until about 2015, a lot of schools were giving a proficient or a not proficient stamp, saying that and then that would lead to, I think it's like over 90% of teachers were getting those proficient scores, and that's not really a true evaluation. It's basically saying you did good or bad, and that's not a true evaluation on anybody, and we know that as educators, so I'm glad that changed, and they've become a lot more detailed, that evaluation process. Okay, retention is super important. You want to keep your teachers for as long as you can. They get the feel of the culture of the school, the environment, and then I keep getting told that your third year of teaching is where you actually feel like you know what you're doing, which is unfortunate because it's my third year and we're going to be all on remote, so not feeling super confident, but that's okay. Mentors is one thing, so you need more than one teacher in the building. So I love that. I had at my school that I was a secretary for, once a month, all of the new teachers or first year teachers met in a group with the principal and just kind of talked about questions they had and stuff like that. And I think that's something that my school should adopt, because I think it's really important to have just more than that mentor that has their own caseload going on. Hands-on approach. My school does a great job at this, especially with first year and new teachers. The first couple of weeks of school, the principal or assistant principal stop by my room every day just to check in. Test preparation, I think this is really important, especially for those high-risk schools that have trouble holding on to teachers. Have somebody prep them for those praxis tests and even pay for them. I think that's great. Money, I think most school districts do this. They have that vertical and horizontal scale, so the longer you teach there, the more you get paid. And then get teachers involved. I think this is extremely important as well, because as a coach, just being involved and seeing those kids after school and getting to know other coaches and teachers, it just makes you feel more part of your school and makes it harder to want to leave or not want to leave at all. Learning is super important. So professional development and training, you need to know as an administrator what your professional development and training should focus on based on, what you see is lacking at your school. You don't want to give training on something that your teachers don't need because that is a waste of time, and we do not like professional developments that are a waste of time. And then well-being, operating as a team and having strong employee relationships. This is one of my favorite things about the school that I work for, besides our wonderful students. I love my team. I've been on 3 different teams, and I have loved them all. Just working with all those employees, we have a great relationship. Our administrators make sure we have a great relationship, and just one of the things I really appreciate about my school. Relationship with admin and staff is important. I feel like I can go to my administrators at any time. And then staff and parents, that's also an important relationship because you need their support as well. Mindfulness, my school also does a great job at talking about mindfulness, and to go off of that, mental health training. I think that's really important. Offering healthy snacks, exercise classes, and cutoff days. Last year, we started a thing called Workout Wednesday, and all the teachers got to wear workout clothes on Wednesday, which was awesome. Okay, so standard correlation. These resources increase my knowledge of supervision and evaluation because I learned how, based on the school's culture, they need to use different strategies in order to provide improvement, teacher retention, learning, and teacher and student well-being. Relevant, I agree that in order to have a successful learning environment, that the staff and students' well-being needs to be taken into account. At my school, we have Workout Wednesday, many conversations about mental health, and are encouraged to leave work at work once we are at home. Reflection, this assignment will give me as a future educational leader because I now know that there is more than the typical evaluation and professional development days that go into a school having a positive environment. I know that I will need to choose professional development activities that will benefit and are needed for my staff. And here are my references. Thank you.